Hello and welcome back. This is Candace from Candoodle, and today I'm hopping along with Team Tiny for our Slimline Holiday Hop. I'm going to be doing something a little out of my usual comfort zone and showcasing how to make some quick and easy Christmas cards using glitter paste. So let's get started. So first up, I've got my guillotine trimmer, and I'm just going to cut down a piece of 110-pound cardstock at 7 1/4, and then I am going to score at 3 5/8. And I did just want to show that you can use your mini scoring board to score your slimline card bases. And I'm going to score 2 of those, and then I'm going to take the piece that was left behind and I'm just going to cut a smidgen off the edge to make it the same size, and that is going to serve as one of our front card panels. I'm also going to make another card panel with black cardstock and do that off screen. So once that's done, we have 2 card bases and 2 front panels, one in white cardstock and one in black, and then we're ready to get started. So these are my swatches of some of the glitter paste that I have, and the first 2 rows are the exact same paste, just on white and dark cardstock. So first up, we are going to be using this BoBunny silver glitter paste, and I'll point to it on my swatch chart, and this one I decided I wanted to use on the white cardstock. So we are going to take the Fawn Snowflake stencil, which I have wanted to use for quite a while, and I'm just going to stick it down to my cardstock with some post-it tape. You do see later that I abandon this and throw caution to the wind, but I am coming in with my palette knife and I am just laying down a thin coat of that glitter paste and trying to make it as even as I can and not leave any residual on the stencil. So I'm very happy with how that looked, but if there's any sort of stray that goes beyond the stencil where it's not supposed to, you can just use a craft pick when it's still wet to push it back in place. And as you can see, I've abandoned the post-it tape and I'm just being really careful not to go over the edges with the glitter paste. And I did wash my stencil partway through because the glitter paste was starting to dry a little bit. So once I had used each snowflake once, I did wash it very quickly, and then I finished the card and gave it a good wash once I was done using it. The other snowflakes are dry enough now that I can lay this lightly over top without affecting them. So for the second one, we are going to come in with this Cosmic Shimmer Glitter Kiss, and this is in Frosty Sparkle color. As you can see, it looks very different on light and dark cardstock. So I'm going to stick my stencil down again with that post-it tape, and then I am going to come in with the paste. Now this isn't how it's necessarily supposed to be used. It does come with that sponge-like applicator as part of the top. And you are supposed to take that and dip it in and kind of kiss it against the paper, and it leaves a thin coat of glitter, but I wanted to use this as a regular glitter paste. I will link below if you're looking how to use this product properly. I did find a video on that. So while I'm doing this, I am going to talk a bit about Team Tiny. We are basically a group of crafters on YouTube who all have smaller channels, so we're all under 1,000 followers and are growing our YouTube channels. So once a month we like to get together and do a hop of a different theme, and it's just a way for us to collaborate as well as people to find new crafters to follow. So I would definitely encourage you to click on the hashtag and check out what Team Tiny has to offer this month, and some people are doing giveaways and things like that as well. So back to the card, we are now almost done with the glitter paste, and I did wash this halfway as well. I'm now coming in to stamp my sentiment, and this is from the Stamp Market Banners for You. I love this 'Tis the Season sentiment. I'm just stamping it in some Gina K black amalgam ink, and off screen I did die cut the nested long labels, and I also die cut one in a slightly larger size from some glitter cardstock. For the other card, I didn't have a glitter cardstock that perfectly matched the blue of the snowflakes, so what I did was take some Versamark ink and I just brushed that up against the sides of my die cut, and that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm taking my embossing powder. This is a blue glitter one just from Recollections, which I don't love because, as you can see here, the glitter is hopping off as I am embossing it, so I am trying to use this up. So I'm really happy with how it turned out though, so at least there's that. So now I have my card bases and I'm just lining those up in my MISTI to help with placement so I don't attach these askew, which I have the unfortunate privilege of doing more often than I'd like to admit. So I just nestle that into the corner, and then I'm coming in with my panel and gluing that right on top. And for this, I did use some double-sided tape from my ATG just because there was a little bit of warping because those glitter pastes have some moisture to them. So once I am happy with how that is, I just push it down and then we're going to add the sentiments. So for this one, I did put some paper underneath. I was careful to cut around where the snowflakes were, and this is just going to allow the sentiment to sit on top of the snowflakes at the same level. So that worked out really well. And then I'm putting my block on top of that until it dries. And for the other one, because the glitter paste was a little bit thicker, I am going to pop it up on some foam tape just to add some additional dimension. So I am putting foam wherever I can. I didn't want to put any on top of the snowflakes, but I still had enough that it was relatively stable. And then I am going to come in just to finish off the card with some little things from Lucy's Cards. I absolutely love these sequin mixes and gems and things like that. So these ones on my blue and black card are the glossy delphinium pearls. So I'm just putting those in the kind of corners and nooks and crannies. And then on my white and silver card, I am coming in with some soft snowball and silver pearls. So I thought that those finished it off kind of nicely. It was a bit finicky to get them in the places that I wanted them. But once I did, I just glued them down with some of my art glitter glue, and I was too lazy to get out my jewel picker, so I just used my finger, which worked just good enough. And once that is done, the cards are complete. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments which you prefer, the white and silver version or the black and blue version. Also, let me know if you also have a ton of glitter pastes that go unused more frequently than they should in your craft room. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate the time that you spend here with me. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And of course, you can always find me over on Instagram at Candoodle Creations. I hope my American friends have enjoyed the Thanksgiving long weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!